Good morning and happy Tuesday, everyone. So, I'm going to get right into it and say it's only Tuesday and I'm already tired. Oh gosh, I wish I could sleep in right now, but I can't. Have a busy day ahead of me. Literally 2 appointments, one this morning at 8 and then one at 4, but it shouldn't be too bad. I mean, the one at 8 is just a teeth cleaning at the dentist's office. That's it. Nothing strenuous or anything. But again, I don't know. I used to not be so, constantly thinking about all my appointments all the time. But only in the last, 6 months have I really been, okay, I have this day, this day, this day. I was constantly thinking about that the entire time. I wouldn't even go so far as to say I was anxious about either, because nothing bad was going to happen. It's just, I just want to get them done and over with. So, right now, again, my low is the fact I'm just really tired on a day that I wish I wasn't. My high is I got to watch a little bit of The Voice last night. I mean, it's The Voice. You know, I really do like this show, and if you saw my short last night, I gave you a recap of my overall thoughts. I'm in the same camp as everybody else. The auditions are the best part of the show. So, take that information what you will. Let's see, what was my act of kindness? Well, I did help prepare making dinner. And yeah, that was about it. I also carried something for somebody yesterday. I did that. Held the door for some people too. But yeah. And what bothers me most is I went to bed earlier than normal. And I'm actually even more tired now than I was yesterday morning. I don't know. Anywho, we have a Hot Ones guest reveal that I gotta do. Hold on a second. Alright. Now, here's what I'm thinking in regards to who I think this week's guest is. There's a new movie coming out that I actually really kind of want to see. It's called Love Hurts. And the cast in this movie looks really, really good. If I can bring it up real fast. It's got Ke Huy Quan, Ariana DeBose, Daniel Wu, Sean Astin, Marshawn Lynch, Mustafa Shakir. This is all a really good cast. Come to think of it, Ke Huy Quan and Sean Astin are reuniting in this movie. You know what the first movie they acted together in was? The Goonies. Yeah, that's insane. Not to mention, especially in the case of Ke Huy Quan and Ariana DeBose, they're both Oscar-winning actors. Surely if anyone's going to be on Hot Ones, it should be anyone from this movie. And again, it got Beast Mode, got Marshawn Lynch. You make for a great Hot Ones guest. Although watch, it's probably going to be someone that I either don't know or it's someone I do know, I just don't know that much about. So, if my calculation is correct, the fourth Hot Ones guest of 2025 is Questlove. Okay. I've heard of Questlove, but I don't know what he does. Okay, he's a drummer. Why I think he was a rapper? Drummer, record producer, DJ. Okay, so that's probably what I was thinking of, DJ. Filmmaker, actor, and music journalist. Okay. Best known for being the drummer and co-frontman of The Roots. Alright. Hold on, what Roots songs does, hold on. What songs do they have? Okay, I don't know any of these songs. But, okay. So, right now, the only things I could even guess is what, question Sean's going to ask him. I mean, I just said that Questlove is a drummer. So, and come to think of it, this is the second time the drummer and frontman of the band is going to be on Hot Ones. All the way back to Dave Grohl. I guess Hot Ones is slowly but surely bringing the prominence of drummers into the forefront. Okay. That's pretty cool. Yeah. That's really all I got for the Hot Ones guest. Although I suppose we could probably go into a little bit further detail on the season premiere of The Voice. If you don't know what The Voice is, well, first of all, what have you been doing, are you? First of all, what have you been doing for the last 20 odd years? Actually, I don't think there's been that many seasons, but still. The Voice is basically a show where you have four celebrity musicians who are essentially coaches, and you have people audition to be on a coach's team. And obviously, there's like knockouts and battle rounds, and obviously the winner of The Voice gets like super famous and like a record deal or something like that. I forget what the main prize is. As well as the coach themselves gets recognition and bragging rights. To this day, I remember the Super Bowl commercial that first talked about The Voice. It was basically, it takes place in this giant hotel room, and all of a sudden, the likes of Blake Shelton, Adam Levine, Christina Aguilera, and CeeLo Green hear this wonderful voice, and they're fighting each other. A lot of property damage is taking place. They get to where the voice is coming from, But the twist is, remember, this is a Super Bowl commercial. That means something funny needs to happen. It turns out to be Betty White. Which, rest in power, Betty White. Easily one of the best commercials you were ever in. That and the Snickers commercial. Also, rest in power, Abe Vigoda for the Snickers commercial. Anyway, so I wouldn't say I'm an avid watcher of The Voice. I follow it here and there. I definitely have respect for the show, the fact there's lots of singers that want to make it, but for whatever reason, maybe life gets in the way, no one ever gives them a chance, or maybe they just don't think they can do it up until that point. Something always keeps them from trying to, shoot their shot at stardom. And it really is satisfying when a coach turns around and it's all able to, become a full circle moment for those people. I think that's really cool. I mean, over the years, there have been, different coaches. Seriously, last season, I believe, maybe 2 seasons ago, or was it 3 seasons ago? Only in the last few seasons has it been no one from the original 4 coaches was there. The return of Adam Levine marks the first time since any one of the original 4 coaches, again, Adam Levine, Blake Shelton, Christina Aguilera, and CeeLo Green, were there. And credit to Adam Levine. Frankly, in terms of what he does, he picked up right where he left off. And it's nice seeing him again. It's nice seeing the return of John Legend as well. John Legend, as his name would suggest, he's a legend of the game. EGOT winner. And I like what he does. The return of champion Michael Bublé, which, for all the hype last season they were given. Don't get me wrong, I love Snoop Dogg. Full stop, I had no idea who won last season. That's how not very much of an avid viewer of the show I am. I had no idea who won. I really thought they were unironically going to give it to Snoop Dogg because the episodes that I did watch that featured Snoop Dogg were awesome. I was really vote for Snoop Dogg. But I think because of Snoop Dogg, no one really would have ever expected anyone from Team Michael Bublé to win The Voice. So when I heard that Michael Bublé was returning as champion, I was shocked. But you know what? If anything, right now, so far, Michael's doing a great job of picking up where he left off too. There was one contestant last night between him and another coach, I'll get into momentarily, and you really thought that this contestant was going to go to that other coach. But no, she wanted to go with Michael Bublé. In fact, that contestant's father was on Team Legend several seasons ago. And that father almost won. So, needless to say, this is a very musically gifted family. And that's actually another thing. For the most part, whenever contestants have multiple chair turns, whoever they choose is never a bad choice. You just would like to see them on another team, on one person's team more than another's. So with that said, I thought it was really funny how, people are trying to argue with each other and who should be on whose team or whatever. Speaking of which, that other coach I mentioned, the one person I haven't mentioned yet, is a newcomer, Kelsey Ballerini, which, first of all, we now have our country music artist quota for the day. But also, I think the funniest thing about last night was she's talking to one contestant. I think it was the contestant I just mentioned a minute ago. And she's saying, you'd sound great doing this song by this person, this song by this person. Basically songs from artists that are nowhere near country. And both Adam Levine and Michael Bublé are like, what's going on here? She's like, I know other songs too. I'm not just country. Honestly, I'm digging it so far. I mean, again, I'm probably going to watch up until the auditions are over because the auditions are the best part of the show. But from what I've seen so far, I like it. I like how The Voice really is a great show for helping musicians hone their craft and, give them an opportunity to make it because, again, sometimes it's hard listen, it's a 1 in a million chance people make it as big as you see on TV. It really is. I mean, so many things got to go right for that to happen. And for the most part, it's not that nothing goes right, just everything else kind of goes wrong. Like, take me, for example. I live in Elmira, New York. It's a great city, but nothing ever goes on around here. You gotta go all the way to like New York City, or best case scenario, you could probably like Buffalo or Rochester if you want to do anything big or famous. So sometimes location's a factor. Sometimes people just don't think they have it in them to make it. Some people don't think they'll ever make it. So many things gotta go right for anyone to make it. And The Voice really is just one of those things that, for a lot of people, has gone right for them. So, yeah, I like the show. Again, the auditions are the best part of the show, but I have fun watching it regardless. I hope you all like this video. If you like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I'm very humble in this video for all of you guys who watch and enjoy. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. And remember, if you guys want to talk or chat, I'm always here to let me know what's your back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.